You will see this video at the perfect time, no doubt. There are no coincidences with God. And this message to you has been brought by the big man upstairs, featuring the Viking Christian. And this is for you. I want you to imagine that you are a parent. Or if you can't imagine that far, imagine that you have planned a meal, right? It's your birthday, you've planned a meal. You've planned this massive feast. I'm talking big feast. Gravy, gammon, chicken, stuffing, everything. The gravy boat, mate, is about to be going around, and you've got this massive table. The music's playing, there's drinks, everything's going on. You've got this big meal planned, and 8 p.m. is when the gravy boat sets off. 8 p.m. If you're not sat at the table, you're missing out on the food, you're missing out on the feast, you're missing out on the stories, you're missing out on a great time. And your kids and the people that have been invited, they're all playing outside because there's a little pre-barbecue going on. There's some music going on. There's a gazebo going on. You've got this big garden with a big pond and everything going on. You've got this big bay window, and you're sat inside at the end of this table looking out, thinking, yes, this is going to be great, man. Everyone's having a great time outside. Everyone's got free will. Everyone's doing what they want. They're all playing games. They're all talking in and amongst each other. 8 p.m. Everyone's going to be inside, and we're all going to feast together. Great. One by one, people start coming in, right? Your kids start coming in. Start coming in. The table starts becoming more full, more full, more full. Everyone's coming in. And it's starting to get a bit later now. It's starting to get a little bit darker. The sun's starting to set, right? The sun's starting to go down. And there's a few people that are still a little bit distracted. They're a little bit distracted at the barbecue. They're talking about, worldly things. They're talking about politics. They're talking about, national events, history, right? They're having debates. They're so caught up in, this and that and this and that. They're a bit distracted from the fact that you're waving them at the window, calling them in, but they're distracted, so they aren't acknowledging you. But eventually they see you waving, and they think, oh yeah, 8 p.m. dinner, come on, we gotta go. So they're running now, they're on the way. Great, brilliant, awesome. But then you've got some other people who are really, really distracted. Right, really distracted. They're distracted on the swing set. They're distracted, speaking in depth about a topic. They're just distracted by things, by worldly things. But eventually, because you're waving and you're shouting and you're calling them in, they finally see you, because they also realise that, oh, where's everyone gone? Oh yeah, dinner, 8 p.m. Gotta go, right? Gotta go and have my dinner. Everyone's gone, but then there's one left. One person left, and at this point the sun's setting. At this point it's getting dark, it's starting to rain a little bit, it's starting to get a little bit cold, and this one person who's left, your child, this one child that you've got left, they don't even realise that their brothers and sisters and friends and family have gone inside for a meal. They don't realise that it's got dark and it's got cold, because they're so distracted and they're so lent onto their own understanding of what they're doing, and they don't realise and they don't remember that dinner is at 8 p.m. And so they're just wandering back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They're wandering, right? And they go to the barbecue and they don't even think anything of it that there's no one left at the barbecue, right? The coals are still hot, but they don't think anything of it. So then they walk to the swing set. The swings are still slightly moving back and forth, but no one's on the swing set. They walk to the pond, and you've still got the chairs that are left out, looking out at the pond, because some of them are fishing, but there's no one sat there, but the equipment's still left. And this person wondering, he's thinking to himself, everyone's left. It's just me now. That's all right. I wonder where everyone's gone. And so they're wondering, looking for people, looking for things to do. He's looking for anything that's going to give him some sort of meaning. He's looking for something that's going to make him feel something, to make him feel alive, to make him not feel alone anymore. Because now he's feeling lonely, he's feeling scared, he's feeling cold, he's feeling left all alone, he's feeling like everyone's abandoned him. He feels like his parents, God, his family, his friends, they've all abandoned him. But really, he's just forgot that dinner is at 8 p.m. And the craziest thing about this is that now that it's dark outside, surely it's so much easier to see that big bay window with everyone eating because the lights are on inside. So how can you not see? I'm waving, look, everyone's here, I'm waving. How can you not see me through the window? Right, it's all dark outside. Surely this should be the only light that you see, but still, he's not acknowledging everyone feasting in this bright bay window. And he's just wondering. Lost, trying to find light anywhere but where it actually is. Take this message as you will. Interpret this message as you will. But understand that bit by bit, your friends, your family, people on the other side of the world, they're going to outgrow you. They're going to go to God. They're going to find Jesus Christ. They're going to actually start putting in the effort because they understand that there is no time other than now. And the dinner is at 8 p.m. and that gravy boat is going to start at 8 p.m. Understand that you've been given free will to roam, to do what you want, to get distracted. You've been given the free will to debate, get involved in politics, start businesses, play on the swing set, have barbecues. The only thing that you need to really do, the one thing, is acknowledge God in the bay window calling you in. Because if you don't, you might just be wandering around looking for light forever.